All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the so-called Silicon Valley and Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a short time ago. This crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. And we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. With the Carolina Panthers. Murray now on first down. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down. I know when you got a top tight end like this, you want to get him involved, but when you do, you're hoping for more than that.
You certainly are. You got to try and get him some space where he can make a play downfield, or at least an opportunity for some rack yardage, right? That run after catch.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A 3rd down gain of 19.
It's so important to tackle well against these guys, but you and I both know that's easier said than done. When the guy you're trying to tackle looks like this guy.
And it's usually going to take more than one man to get him down, and it did right there. Now a play fake here on first down. Sliding out of the pocket. Now he'll pull it down. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain.
Check 56. Okay, just like that. Just like that.
Now a give, right side, McCaffrey. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd. Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. He can run for it, and he will. And he's got this down to the 35. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 35.
That's something you have to be aware of. Way to account for him. And if you're not going to use the spy, you're telling your guys to keep your eyes on him, because when he breaks out and makes plays like that, all he does is hurt you.
Have to at least be able to contain him somewhat. There they could not. Now the Georgia Southern man. This is Jerick McKinnon. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Second down, McKinnon. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
And a quick throw here. That's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
Throwing again on second down. Murray, this one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Third catch for him on this drive alone, and it'll give him a first down. Pretty solid start for the rookie here on this first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, stepping back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue to grow because he's getting more and more comfortable with each completed pass.
Out of the gun, here's Murray. And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. From 4 yards out. And the 49ers drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Walking into the stadium, we saw a ton of people donning the jerseys of this rookie quarterback, so you know they love that opening drive, and he throws a touchdown pass.
He gave a little bit of confirmation about what they had hoped, right? Because they thought they had a quarterback. They're thinking they have a quarterback. You do this, they believe they've got a quarterback. Look up, elbowing each other up in the stands. That's our guy.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Here, he'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field.
Check, check, watch 54, watch 54. Don't get nervous.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks. And when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
On second and 11 now. Jackson. He'll get that to DeValve, the tight end. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
So following the holding call, what can they do here on third and long? From the gun, Jackson. And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow. Nick Bosa able to get him down behind the line of scrimmage, and it will be fourth down.
There's a little bit of defense right there. Nickel set, 5 defensive backs. They just snuffed out every route that was good.
So on fourth down, kicking it away here, Michael Pilardi. Back to now 49er pressure, and they will score. It's a 49er touchdown. In for the score. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead.
There are plenty of ways for a special teams coach to get excited. And when you block a punt into the end zone and recover for a score, yeah, he's going to be jumping up and down a big way.
And as a punter, you know that that clock is ticking. He just didn't get it off in time. Gould with the extra point, and it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be brought down here at the 28.
If you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
49ers have an extra defensive back on the field. A nickel set for 3rd down. From the gun, it's Jackson. And he's got his target. That's Moore. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. They chalked that one up as a gain of 34 on 3rd down. Now it's Carson. The tackle there by Richard Sherman.
Nice job by the defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run.
Set, ready. 54, Mike. Time to go, night. 54.
Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 17-yard line. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the 2nd quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on 1st down. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. So not quite a 1st and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches. Jackson now. Roberts got it. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4.
Let's go, boys.
First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a 1st down. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. This is Carson. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Taking it in from 4 yards.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
Extra point try good by Gano. And that'll make our score 14-7. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a bead on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action, and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Yeah, let's get sack lunch.
Murray again, 2nd and 10. Complete to the tight end, Kittle, over the middle of the field. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
It is hard in zone coverage to stop a curl route because when they see it, they just try and find the open spot and sit down.
Yeah, we always talk about finding the soft spot in the zone. What's the key to doing that? How do you do it?
You have to read what the coverage is. Is it 2 deep? Is it 3 deep? Because then you know where the linebackers are going to drop, what spots in the field they naturally get to, and you find that open space, and then you're in sync with your quarterback. He should be reading the exact same thing, and they put the ball right on you. For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
Pass complete, but no gain.
No yards.
Yeah.
So you file that as unsuccessful.
Yeah, you do, don't you? Except on the stats, throwing the ball.
Get a completion.
You get a catch.
Yeah.
But still,
no yardage.
Okay.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Now here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Shotgun now from Murray. Man open, he's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
Now that's going to be a tough one to explain when they get together and watch the game film, isn't it? I mean, they had the right call, had the out route. He's got to know where the first down sticks are, yet he steps out of bounds that close. Not their best play.
So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. They'll roll him out right. He'll run it. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the 1st down and a 21-yard gain.
1st down, Panthers.
1st down now, but that clock rolling.
Check, 59. It's been a long day.
Now Jackson on 1st down. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Nick Bosa able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. The Panthers got to go quickly. They're moving with a sense of urgency right now. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Jackson. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. The linebacker, Fred Warner, right there on the coverage. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Carson. And an alley to run. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. Jackson firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations.